Quorn, the fermented mold product that's great tasting and fun to eat. I recently tried Quorn because it was on sale through Amazon Fresh, and I had been really wanting to try it in mass. I'd had a couple of the chicken nugget equivalents that they were giving away as a sample in one of the stores, and they were really good. Probably better than, certainly better than a McDonald's chicken nugget, and better than the Tyson frozen chicken nuggets that you'd pick up in the store, and very similarly priced for the chicken nuggets in the frozen food section. But what about it for real chicken replacement? So I made a couple of recipes using it. One was a chicken stir fry, and one was barbecue chicken like you'd have in a barbecue chicken sandwich. And I'll post pictures of both of those on XYHD. But in terms of what Quorn is, can be a little bit scary. There are a large number of people, and Quorn claims it's about 1 in 1,000, who are allergic to Quorn for various reasons. One, Quorn contains rehydrated egg whites, so if you have an egg allergy, you're going to be allergic to Quorn pretty much for certain. People who have certain allergies to molds, specifically if you have an allergy to penicillin or some of those types of things, are more likely to be allergic to Quorn as well. Quorn is made from Fusarium, and Fusarium is basically the scientific name for corn ear blight. And this is what Fusarium looks like when you're not eating it in turkey roast. So Quorn is not the most appetizing in its natural form. They instead ferment it and shape it and add the rehydrated egg to give it shape. And you can make form factors like turkey roast or a ground beef equivalent or a sausage equivalent, or their most famous shape, the chicken equivalent. When you're eating it, the chicken is actually really good and probably so close to an analog that in most meals I wouldn't know the difference between eating the Quorn and eating actual chicken. The Quorn is equal in the amount of protein, or roughly equal in the amount of protein, of the same amount of chicken, but also has a large amount of fiber, which is unusual because when you're eating meat, normally you aren't getting a lot of fiber. So Quorn is a pretty good choice from a dietary standpoint. And if you're not allergic, it's very good tasting. It's about 30% more expensive than the equivalent frozen chicken, so it's not cheap, but it's not super expensive. And I tried it because all of my friends are pushing the whole, hey, we need to be prepping for when the world ends and we can't have meat and all the other things. And I'm like, but I like my meat. Meat is a huge part of my diet. And so basically, Quorn is something that I could eat that doesn't require killing animals in order to get there. And so maybe when the end of the world comes, I'll live on Quorn while the rest of them are living on soy. Because I'm allergic to soy and can't have it. So, yeah. And I do plan to try the turkey roast. It probably will not be my Thanksgiving replacement, but if you were having family over that didn't eat anything with a face, Quorn would be a great choice as long as they're okay with eating things that look like this in the wild.